Now, Apollo did ask for Nick to control the other character because all you do is fight back when...
Apollo's not here now, is he?
Uh-oh.
Well, if I had to describe Alien in one word, I would say you went for animalistic.
Yeah, very, very animalistic, and that was really the challenge too with him because we haven't really done a character like that before, and especially a character with a tail. I mean, the tails is really so central to his character, and it really just gives him a lot of range, and he can show off some of the normals that he has.
Yeah, I think it would have been easy to give him. Oh, he has a tail special move, but that's not what you did. The tail is really a fifth limb, and you can see it.
You can see how he can control space with the tail. You use like a weight where you can see like how far that tail actually reaches. It's kind of like Takeda whips in a way.
Jeez.
It's pretty good.
Do his jump four. His jump four is pretty awesome too. Oh my god.
Let's do the down four. The down four is pretty far. The wave 3 is pretty far. So you can kind of tell, just kind of get an idea from Alien just watching him that he's using the tail a lot and he's controlling a lot of space.
And he also has a lot of slashing, biting moves.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the first characters I can remember where we actually are using the fighting attacks, which is a little bit different than what we have done before. Some like the Tours one and the away one. Using the tongue, of course, and we had to use the tongue.
It's pretty popular in the movies.
Down one is pretty key to his character, so we had to use that.
Did you use the Amazon's move from Pro Wrestling on the Nintendo Entertainment System for the throw here?
Yeah, he's got it right here.
Yep, there it is.
The throw, you know what? That came from one of the movies, when he just kind of jumped on the guy, hit him, and the tail, I think, was like something he added.
All right,
So, yeah, you can see his normal attacks have some of the best range in the game, and let's go through his special moves.
So I guess the first one is the tail grab. So he has this attack that can reach pretty far and grab you and yank you in. The EX version is armored and will throw him far away.
It's a great combo ender too.
Yeah, it's a good ender. Because a lot of the times he can actually end with the down back three.
And it's a great way to control the other person trying to get in on Alien.
Oh, totally. The other one is the way towards 4, so the tail flip. So this move here is it hits overhead. The EX version will launch, of course. This is going to be his main launcher that he has, his special moves. It's pretty good to use in a combo to extend combos and get extra damage.
And so he's actually got a lot of really good high-low mix-ups too.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good mix-up game. And you just kind of see just from his normals and even the special moves that he has. So then he's also got this crawl move. He's also got this crawl move. If you can kind of show where he can kind of switch sides on the guy. Will give him a slight advantage, and the EX version will give him like a big advantage where he can start a combo from that.
Oh, jeez. Slow it down, Steve. Not all of it right now.
Yeah, and it's a really, really fast move that, if the opponent's kind of trying to walk in or out of his range because his range is so good, it's a move they have to look out for, and they're going to have to block. And then, of course, when the opponent's blocking, that opens up his mix-ups.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like a 9-frame mid.
Yeah, it's one of the faster special moves in the game.
And it gives advantage.
Yes.
Both regular and EX are going to give you advantage.
And you can also use it to get out of the corner or put the opponent in the corner, and because of the way that it switches positions.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. The other thing he has is this pounce. So this is really good. This is a pretty quick move that kind of pushes the character back, where he slashes his face. The EX version is armored. It's a pretty good ender. It's also really good to close distance pretty quick.
And when Steve and I play, he actually uses that to keep me out of the air.
Right, I think
that's good.
It's a really good way because of Alien's range. People are going to want to jump away, and I think it's a great way to catch people trying to jump away. You can kind of see them jump back and then do it. And yeah, the EX one is armored, and it's a great combo ender. It's a great way, when you want to ender combos, to go for it and get some pretty good damage.
The EX version, can you do that one more time? So corner carry too.
Yeah.
That's big.
It covers a lot of distance, and the armor move, like maybe if someone's shooting projectiles at you, it's a really good way to blow past the projectiles with the armor.
It even starts up, I think, in like 11 frames or something too. It's pretty quick.
That's awesome. All right, and so is that the majority of the common specials?
Yeah, those are the main special moves that he has. So then, this trait here is the acidic trait, and so you can kind of see that he's got acid dripping off his tail, and you can flick that acid. This alien is a drone. Drones are aliens have this caste system, where the drones are really the most expendable ones, and so you can kind of see this alien is damaged, and he's got a bleeding tail, and he's using that to his advantage. And he's also not afraid to hurt himself. He's also not afraid to use his acid blood as a weapon, as you can see here, where he creates this puddle and does like a ton of damage on the ground.
And is that acid stacking too, right?
Yeah, the acid stacks, and also too, it just does a lot of damage on block as well. Like guys blocking, does a lot of chip damage, and you guys in the puddle the entire time, like that's like the worst possible situation.
And you can kind of think of it like Aaron Black's Caltrops, but one of the differences is it can be used defensively too. Like it will actually hit when he does it, like right up close immediately. It doesn't. It's not active only on the ground. You can actually use it as like a pressure tool, and
they actually react, which other of those traits don't react.
Exactly. So you can use it in your block strings and stuff. And the acid is just a really, really great, very quick projectile move. So I think Acidic will really excel from trying to keep the opponent away, keep him at full screen. The EX1, he does 2 of them, just floods the screen.
And once somebody tries to get in, you can just quickly do a pounce or one thing or another, right?
And then if you see, this is like pretty much the best anti-air in the history of fighting games.
And the other thing he has too is when he puts a puddle on the ground, you can't run and grab alien or anything. You can't like run after him because he'll get stopped by the puddle. It's kind of like that with the Caltrops.
So this one really, really excels at keep out.
Awesome.
Cool.
Anything else special to this one you want to go over? No? All right.
Moving on.
Konjurer is a really, really interesting variation. It's kind of the trap one, I guess.
Yeah, seems like every character I work on, I have a trap character of some kind.
You don't say.
So which is not really surprising. So this trait is called Konjurer. And it's really based off the Praetorian alien, as far as the alien caste system is concerned, for all those alien fans out there. And the Praetorian alien is really in charge of the hive. He's really in charge of, he's like the elite guard of the hive. So he's able to call drones. And he's able to, use these eggs. And so what we have here is, this he's summoning an egg, and the blue light represents the range in which the character can be in, and when he crosses into that threshold, the facehugger comes out and it stuns him, with the facehugger.
And you can do the facehugger at different distances as well.
Yeah,
yes.
You can do it. You can actually just, when you summon it normally, it just goes onto the character wherever the character is. But you can actually summon it like near you to kind of like stay close to you and use it defensively. And you can also summon it behind the victim as well. So you can kind of like actually put it behind a guy and then like pressure him into it.
And you get to choose. If they do not go into the ring, you can choose to repeat the motion, and he'll send the little baby out. So like Nick just said, you can put it behind you, start trying to play the game, and if they try to back up, they're going to get hit. And if they're trying to advance forward, you can then unleash it, and they'll come out.
I want to give shout-outs to Nick, too, for all of the lore he's dropping.
I think that is awesome.
That's helpful.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh, what was that?
So, part of the Praetorian alien is he has the ability to call the drone. So you can see when Steve's calling the drone, it just kind of flies off the screen and it will hit overhead. And of course you can call it in multiple ranges, so close, medium and far. And the EX version will launch him.
I was looking at the stream chat here on my phone, and somebody said, wow, a facehugger brutality would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Have we mentioned that after each show we like to post an Instagram of a brutality that you haven't seen yet?
I do recall this from the previous 3, yes, so maybe there's a chance.
So maybe you should check your Instagram after the show.
Another thing with the drone you got too is that you can actually delay the drop of the EX drone.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Takeda kunai. So you can drone it, or you can delay the drone for like up to, it's a little bit over a second.
And then you can actually put out an egg and a drone, right?
Yes, you can have both of the Konjurer things at once, for maximum space control, maximum traps. He can really use his tools to prevent you from playing your game. And I forgot to mention, the EX egg summon has a much bigger radius. That's what makes it different. You can see.
Oh wow!
It's almost twice as bigger. The blue mist.
Yeah, it's faster too. So like, there's some setups that work with just the normal egg summon, and there's some other setups that just pretty much will work with the EX version.
Awesome. Cool. And is there anything else in this one you want to go over?
That's pretty much.
That's pretty much.
That's pretty much
We
it.
could do an X-ray.
Oh yeah, we haven't done one of those. Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think Konjurer is really going to appeal to kind of the guys that like the traps, the really creative setups, people that don't just want to keep someone out like you do with Acidic, but they want to make being from long range really, really irritating to deal with. It's pretty cool. It's kind of the thinking man's alien variation.
And one thing that I really like too about what Nick had done with the alien is he really doesn't have any kick attacks.
No.
The only thing that he does a kick in is like his jump kick. Everything else is all tail related.
And that's pretty unique. I mean, that's a two-hitting attack, with his feet. But yeah, there's no kicking attacks, which is really just shout outs to the animators for delivering tail animations like this. I mean, they're pretty incredible.
Flows really nicely. Cool to watch.
It's definitely the first time we've had a tail do some damage to the opponent, right? Awesome.
Let's take a look at number 3.
The Tarkatan. Oh, we got a message. I don't think we're gonna read that.
No, we're not.
No. So Tarkatan is really the nod to Baraka, and so we saw in the trailer that we released a couple of months ago that a facehugger had attacked Baraka, and then the chestburster came out of Baraka, and and the alien was a Tarkatan alien, so that's kind of where we get that from. And so this alien has blades as arms, and he uses them in his attacks. I guess you could say, as far as the cast system of different aliens, this would be the warrior alien. This would be the alien that's proficient in different types of attacks, and you kind of see that with some of the special moves that he does. So some of them are more what you would expect Baraka to do. Like he has the slice move where you call him chop chop internally, but you have this attack. Lifts the guy up and slices him a bunch of times. The EX version has armor, has a long active, can switch sides. So if you impale him with it, you can either choose which side you want to throw him, which is cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and EX Chop Chop is a great armor move because it covers such a wide range, and like you said, it's active for so long. So it's really good to beat people jumping or running around into you and stuff. Like, it lasts a really, really long time.
And he also has this this kind of Baraka style, this Tarkatan spin, down back 2. So he has this move here, which is kind of similar to something that Baraka has done. And, so it's a 3-hit move, the last hit, being a low, and then the EX version is armored and will hit overhead and launch. So this is going to be an important launcher for Alien.
And not only is it a good launcher, like you said, it's also a really, really fast move. It's, I think, other than the crawl, his fastest special move, so it'll be really good for reversals and...
Yeah, I think it's like actually 9 frames.
Yeah.
So it's pretty quick.
Oh, look at that. Steve's doing combos over here.
That's good.
I'm real proud of you.
Thank you.
He's ready.
And the last thing that we see him do, he has these kind of Rekka style, where he kind of starts off where he'll slash downward, has huge range, and then he can kind of go into like this kind of Rekka series of attacks where he has different mix-up options, coming off, all the enders. So like he can stab you, lift you up, and combo from that. Or the last hit could be a low, or it could be an overhead. And he can delay each one.
And he can meter burn the throw one, and that's his combo launcher. So it's kind of a thing where you can use where, you can do like a string into it, and if they block, you can mix them up with overhead or low. Or if it hits, you can go into the throw. Or you can just take a big gamble and go for the throw. And like you said, you can delay it, and the EX version has armor at the startup. So if you want to use 2 bars, you can get an armored launcher with it. All the options have different things you can do. They're all unsafe. So there's always ways to blow it up. It's But it's a pretty good guessing game for him, and then I think it really complements the rushdown aspect of Tarkatan.
Totally. And something we haven't really mentioned yet is some of his normal moves are enhanced with the blade. So like his neutral jump punch is enhanced, so it has increased range. His standing 2, his 2-1, his back 2 all have a tremendous amount of range coming from the blades.
Awesome. Let's show a little quick picture we showed up on the screen. We have the medieval pack.
In which you'll see a few of the new skins that you get for free with downloading the compatibility of MKXL, which will be live March 1st.
Very soon. So that'll be awesome. And we get a cool Ferra Torr skin, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, your 8th main.
I like playing
In
it.
my opinion, that is maybe their coolest skin. I like that
Oh,
one
I think
a
it's
lot.
great.
It's really, really good.
You'll get to see it when you see it up close. You'll get to see the there's hooks into
Yeah.
the skin, which is really cool.
And when I play Kung Jin, I use his medieval skin.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
His Archer.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the old school the old school Robin Hoods, and there's very sort of a definite feel to that,
So I think Tarkatan ultimately will appeal to people that want to play up close and personal. I think it'll be the best one with the best rushdown, the best mix-ups, and it'll complement the other two where they're more like full screen or mid-range. I think this is one where you want to be up close.
Sure.
And I also think, one more thing, it's probably the most straightforward and simple one. So I think if you're the kind of guy where like I don't want to do traps,
Right.
I want to go in and do mix-ups, I want to slash people. This will be the one for you.
But not only that, I mean, it's a really good throwback to Baraka, too. Like, I really like his Rekkas. They're very Baraka from MK9. His Chop Chop, of course, is totally Baraka. And his neutral jump getting the additional reach on it's awesome as well. So if you really were looking for some sort of Baraka feel to the game, you have it, plus an additional ridiculous reach from the tail and things like that. So I really do like this hybrid Xenomorph Tarkatan we got here.